Okay, I'm not going to lie. If you're going to find tyranny anywhere in the retail sector of this country, it's probably going to be at Target. Any store that you have spent $20 before you even get past the Starbucks in the dollar section, there's got to be some tyranny going on in there, right? And it has to be. Absolutely has to be. You can look at all the leggings and Ugg boots and you can absolutely see there is tyranny all over the place in Target. It's got to be real. Before we get into it, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. And every single time you do, somewhere out there, a frauditor cries. I promise it happens. Let's go ahead and get into it. This one is going to be entertaining.
Can you say that again? And give me your names, please. Oh, it doesn't matter. You're in public, so you don't have that right. And so this is public property when it's your parking lot? Oh, it is. It is. When you are open to the public during public hours, your parking lot is public, and this is a First Amendment protected activity.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Oh, you want to make a bet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then go ahead. Go call the cops. We'll see.
Okay.
Because I know my rights. It's a First Amendment protected. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm standing here with the sign.
Okay.
Not bothering nobody at all. I'm not asking people. I'm sitting here, standing here. And even if I was asking, it's still a protected act. Do you not know the First Amendment?
Look it up. It's called panhandling.
Look it up.
It's illegal in Massachusetts.
It's not. No. Guess what? They got sued.
Are you asking for money?
You can ask anybody for anything you want. It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
Okay, Paul? Because you're wrong. And
In your
what is it,
opinion.
Maya? Yeah.
And what's your name?
You don't need to know that. It's good citizen.
No, it's not.
You guys are the ones working for the public.
No, we work for Target. Not
That's public. It's open to the
It's a
public.
private property.
It's open.
Private
Yeah, the
corporation.
store. The store, it's open to the public, so the parking lot is public.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
The
is.
parking lot is maintained by
Yes, it
Target.
is. And if I wasn't
Target.
videoing you, if you take your Google out and look, you'll see you're absolutely wrong.
Well, how about you take your Google out?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, no, because I'm going to do this because you're over here harassing me illegally, trying to violate my First Amendment rights.
By you panhandling and trespassing.
Oh, by me, it's not trespassing. You're open to the public. I'm not doing any illegal act.
You shop at Target?
Panhandling is not illegal. I do every day.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I do because I live right behind there. So,
That's
go
really
ahead.
not that.
So,
You're wrong. You absolutely go ahead. They're going to tell you the same thing. They know me, and they know this is not legal. They got their asses sued years ago for doing that, for kicking people out of public. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did, because they were giving tickets out and arresting people, and that's called violation of Eighth Amendment right.
I'm asking you
Criminalizing homelessness.
There is so much stupid packed into those first couple of minutes, it's really kind of hard to know where to start. But I guess we're going to start here. The Eighth Amendment has nothing to do with criminalizing homelessness. The Eighth Amendment is about cruel and unusual punishment. More specifically, the prohibition of cruel and unusual punishment, the prohibition of excessive fines or excessive bail. Now, granted, this woman is homeless, so to her, everything is excessive. But that is a her problem. The Constitution was not written with just her in mind. That is 100% a her problem, that she cannot afford fines and bail. She should probably stop breaking the law. Which brings us to the fact she is on Target's property. She is not on a public easement. She is in Target's parking lot. She is justifying her behavior and justifying this entire farce because she looks something up on Google that says they must have a legitimate reason to maintain order, safety, or prevent disruption on their property and cannot discriminate based on protected characteristics like race, disability. This is where trespass laws come into play. She is under the impression that Target, as a private business, cannot trespass anybody for basically any reason. Now, she claims to be disabled. Her disability to her gives her a free pass to do whatever she wants on private property because the way she reads that, because she's disabled, they can't tell her no. That is not fact. You can still be disabled and be an asshole. This woman is a testament to it.
No, because I don't have to move when I'm not doing anything illegal off of public property.
this is private property.
You think it's private property, but you are wrong. It is public property when it's the parking lot. The parking lot's open to the public, and that's all there is to it. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm using a First Amendment protected activity, standing here holding a sign. The Supreme Court has already ruled time and time again, it is a First Amendment protected activity. They're trying to, I can't wait till the cops get here. They're trying to say that this is illegal, and it's not. I'm not bothering nobody. They're the ones bothering people. Oh, I guess we're waiting for the cops, or they're doing the walk of shame. One of the two, because you're not going to violate my rights. No, not gonna. I'm not going to violate my rights. Walk of shame, people, unless... We'll see. I told them I want the cops here. We'll see. But the manager, I think, came out and saved their asses. Because I'm not doing nothing. I'm standing here holding my sign. I don't know how to flip it out. I don't know if you can see me. I'm just standing here at the end of the time with my sign, not bothering nobody. And they want to think they can call the cops. They want to think it's target property. And it's a violation of my First Amendment right. And if the friggin' cops make me move, then it's a violation. And if they try to trespass me, it's a violation. And I do shop at their stupid store every day because I live way out in the woods behind it. And I'm crippled. They're bothering a crippled woman who's doing nothing. Maya and Paul, walk of shame. Okay, I'm going to shut it down for now until the cops come. So apparently they did call the police. Hey, so
the only issue here, I don't care if you hold signs or
yeah, I'll never ask. I'm literally just standing here like this. I'm crippled. I can't even, I'm like...
No, but the problem is it's private property, so you don't...
When a store is open, it's not. If it's open to the public, their parking lot becomes public. Time, place, and manner takes effect.
Yeah, but you can't be on here doing that.
It's a First Amendment protected activity. McLaughlin versus City of Lowell in 2015 already won. So, and I'm sorry. Can I get your name and badge?
Osborne, 600.
Do you have your camera on?
Yes, start out.
Thank you.
A lot of people, if they do it, they're connected here. They'll stay at the
I'm crippled. I barely made it out here. I'm living way the hell out here. It's like, you don't even shop here. Like, I freaking shop here every damn day. But it's a First Amendment. I just looked it up and found a million things of it saying time, place, and manner. That the store is private property. When it's open to the public, it makes their parking lot public. But that's their feelings. That's not the law.
Okay, here's the thing. I have every sympathy for someone who has fallen on hard times. I have every sympathy for someone who has, had shit happen in life. Life takes a wrong turn. You end up homeless. You've been homeless in the past. This isn't about her being homeless. This is about this woman being an asshole. Because that's what she is. She obviously has the resources to post to YouTube, so she has the resources to research the things that she's saying. But she's not actually doing that. If she is, she isn't understanding what she's reading. She is choosing to remain ignorant. Because if she had made the effort, she would see that everything that has come out of her mouth is 100% wrong. But she chooses to listen to people on YouTube. She chooses to listen to the likes of Accountability for All. She chooses to listen to the likes of Auditing Haverville instead of making the effort to actually better herself. Speaking of which, she's 200 feet from a place that she could probably apply for employment. Since she says she lives pretty close to Target and she shops there all the time, why would you not attempt to get a job? Now, I'm not saying she hasn't, but I would assume, like any rational person, if you have applied somewhere and you are wanting to work there, you're probably not going to do this shit in their parking lot. That would be my guess.
And feelings enforcement isn't what you do, right? So you're going to violate my First Amendment rights? And no, that's what I know. And I will be filing for the FOIA, and I will add you to that, because I am a First Amendment auditor also.
I've been more than polite with you. I'm just asking you to move on. This is private property here.
It isn't. It really isn't. It isn't. And what if I don't move? You're gonna arrest me?
I'll talk to my supervisor and see, but this is private property.
Yeah.
yourself.
You probably should talk to your supervisor first.
So, if you want to move on, that'd be great.
Uh,
Are you refusing to move on?
what happens if I don't? Because I'm doing nothing about a legally protected activity, standing right here. You can't give my free movement out in public, and that's what you're trying to do. That's a Fourth Amendment violation. And if you threaten to arrest or fine, that's Eighth Amendment violation.
This is private property.
It's not. I'm literally at the street light, and even if I was in their parking lot, it's open to the public. Therefore, their parking lot, when it closes down, yeah. If I'm out here when they're closed down, the plaza's all closed down, then it would be a thing, because it's time, place, manner is how that works with the thing.
Do you not want to leave? Is that what you're saying? You're going to stay here?
Can you? I don't want to leave. I'm not doing anything wrong, and I don't like my rights violated.
It's private property.
Okay, is this your help? Is he a supervisor?
Yeah, no, it's not my supervisor. I'll call him.
Yeah, because I just looked it all up while they were calling you, too. This is ridiculous. If they threaten to arrest or do something like that, then I'll move under the threat of duress, and then I'll sue.
I don't know why you make a big deal about this. You just literally just stand off the property here and
Where's
right
off the property?
You're on their property.
I'm like barely standing, officer. My knee is popped out. My hip has been done a million.
That sign right there, if you like. Right, that sign wouldn't be on the property.
What sign? Over there? Nobody comes over there.
I already told you the best place to go would be.
But
right
that's
on
why
there.
I wanted a supervisor, because it's a First Amendment protected activity, and when the store is open to the public, their parking lot is public.
It's private.
It's private property.
Not when it's parking lot. Their store is private, but when they're open, I just looked it up. I just got the whole law.
They can
Trespass you.
They
from
can give
here
you a
for
trespass anyone they want out of the store.
Only if you can't get trespassed
Yes,
out
they
of a
can.
public place unless you're committing an illegal act.
Right, they can be trespass anyone they want trespassed.
Not unless
it's their property.
Only if you're committing illegal
it
act. Well, inside the store, you're correct. You are correct about inside the store. Yes. Yeah, if they want to be
It's the
dicks, then
same
do it
thing.
there. But
It's the same thing.
this just
parking
happened
lot
in
is the same
2015.
thing.
McLaughlin versus City of Lowell for the same thing, and they won. The Supreme Court said this is the
Were
first.
they on private?
So she keeps referring to McLaughlin versus Lowell, which is in fact a panhandling case, but it has to do with panhandling on public property. Again, she is on private property. She's been informed she is on private property, but she thinks she knows better than every other person around her, even though everyone else is telling her, bitch, you wrong, you're on private property. And the reason she is digging in her heels, she just admitted it. The officer told her she could move just a few feet over and go onto public property, and she can continue panhandling, she can continue doing what she is doing, and she doesn't want to because that's not where the people are. So in other words, she will not make as much money on public property as she does standing on private property. That's the only reason she is throwing a fit.
Were they on private property?
Amendment protected. According to the cops, it was private. The Supreme Court said it wasn't.
This is 100% private property.
It's not private property, I'm telling you. So you won't get a supervisor, and you're going to violate my First Amendment right and my Fourth Amendment right
Okay, if you're on
for
a
free
public
movement.
sidewalk, you're good to go. But
Right.
this isn't a public sidewalk.
It's a parking lot that's open to the public. Have you ever heard of time, place, manner? Do you even know the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
It's private property.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer DeRosa 861.
And do you know what the First Amendment is? Yes, you do actually. You're a public servant. You work for me. You work for we the people.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So you don't give attitude. That's not cool. You still give an attitude. Like, you just can't help it.
Okay.
I'm not giving attitude. Like, I'm just stating the law. Like, so I don't expect attitude back.
Right.
Like, and if you're gonna threaten to arrest me or something, then I'll move under duress.
I did not
And
say that. So
no, but he did.
Don't have to
He
put-
is.
you don't have to put words in my mouth.
No, not you. You didn't say that.
Okay.
Sorry, it's hard for me to move. My knees popped out and my hip is total junk and been replaced a million times.
What's going on?
So nothing. I literally have been standing here for like an hour.
All right.
I don't talk to people. I just stand here.
Okay.
My First Amendment right. I'll stand here, hold a sign.
Technically, this is private property.
But technically, time, place, and manner, when a place is open to the public and serves the public, their parking lot isn't private when it's open.
Well, this is
by law.
If they want you removed, we can give you a no trespass.
Okay, so if I move, then it's under duress of threat of trespass or arrest, and you're violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights.
They don't want you on the property.
It doesn't. I'm not committing a crime, and I'm out in public. I'm not in their store. That's what you don't understand. It's not. And if you looked it up, you'd see it's not. When the store is open to the public, anything open to the public, their parking lot is public.
I understand that.
Okay, so then you're kicking me out of a public parking lot for doing a First Amendment activity, nothing illegal.
You're not doing business here, and they don't want you on their property.
I'm not doing anything illegal, and you just admitted that you know this is public property.
I understand you're not doing anything illegal. They just don't want you on their property.
But when you're on public property, you can't be trespassed just because feelings. You don't enforce feelings. You enforce the law.
Really?
And it's their feelings that they want me off of public property. If I'm in their store and doing stuff,
They don't have a right to tell you to leave their property?
it's not their property, like you just said. I'm out in the public.
It is their property.
You just backtracking now, and it's on camera.
Public
So
access, yes, they do.
yes, that means the whole parking lot is
I mean, it's
public.
property.
And while
private
time,
property.
place, and manner, while it's open, it does. As long as it's open to the public, it does. I know my Constitution, and I know in and out.
I'm going to
And
disagree on that.
because I'm homeless and I've had to deal with this, trying to get kicking me out of parking lots that are public, and
What do you have? What kind of sign do you have? What is it?
disabled, homeless,
Okay, you just...
need cat litter, and you're trying to get a friggin', money to live.
Spot would be at the end of the connector.
That guy stabs people. I'm not going near him. That's his spot. I'm not dumb. I got told, and I'm crippled. It took me almost an hour to walk out here from way back there.
You can try another spot that's public on the sidewalk.
But see, it's still the fact that you're violating rights. You're forcing me off of public property because I'm doing a protected activity.
Trying to tell you.
It's not, and you'll see when I file all the complaints and all the FOIAs and everything. And what is your name and badge number?
707.
Your supervisor?
Yep.
Sergeant?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm leaving under duress then, and you violated my First and Fourth Amendment right. And this is the first step in telling you there's going to be a lawsuit. I'm telling you, you got your notice that there's going to be a lawsuit.
Something you can do that, okay?
Yeah, I don't need directives from you. I'm a big girl. Thank you. I'm a big girl. No.
I find it absolutely hilarious that this woman says that they work for her when she very obviously does not pay taxes on the money she is panhandling from other people. I can't imagine this woman has paid taxes in a very, very long time. Here's the thing. This is actually kind of sad. And the reason this is sad is it is incredibly sad there are people out there that are this ignorant that are getting onto YouTube and they are seeing the frauditor bullshit, and they are going out there and they are repeating this rhetoric ad nauseum over and over again without ever understanding it, without ever questioning it. There is a very specific personality type that this really appeals to. And we see this over and over and over again. And it's these people who want to be victims. That's what it comes down to. They preach about accountability, but at the end of the day, it is really just about the fact they don't want to be accountable themselves, so they have to find someone else to shift the blame to. It is about lack of accountability. Either way, Bullseye the dog wins. She left Target. I'm happy. Now I kind of want to go shop at Target. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you would like to see, and I will catch you on the next one.